Welcome to Universal Tarot. My name is Robin, and today let's do a general energy check-in. Let's just do a general reading. Let's just see what's going on, see what we tap into today, check in on the energy around you, and let's see how it's going to play out for you. We have Thinker, card number 44. Penny for your thoughts, darling. Penny for your thoughts. So this is all about building solid foundations, or something you're thinking a lot about. Maybe someone's thinking a lot about building something with you. We'll find out. But whatever it is, it's building something that's solid, something that can't blow down. Okay? You know, one of the three little pigs, right? You can't blow down something that's really solid, made of bricks, that's what that was. Anyway, screwed up that phrase. So the emphasis is the moon. Ooh, it's an unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. Okay, so let's get into the reading. Let's see what's going on. Something hidden coming to light. Or there's just a lot of, pay attention to your dreams. Maybe your dreams are speaking to you, or this is building solid foundation towards those dreams. Sorry guys, my eyes have not adjusted to the new studio and the lights. I think I'm allergic to like LED or fluorescent lights. So this right eye just does not stop watering and won't stop. So let's see if I adjust, or if that's just a problem I'm gonna have for a while. Let's hope my eyes adjust. Okay, we start this with the Temperance in reverse. Could be overindulgence, could be a little out of whack, out of balance, feeling off kilter. We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, and then the card that spits out upright is the Devil. Okay, there's definitely a very strong attachment here. There's there's the Fool. There's the fresh start here. You see what's going on. For some reason, am I tilted? Why are my cards not in front of me? Oh, what is going on there? Ace of Swords is in reverse. Three of Wands. Okay, so what's going on? Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, see, the Two of Wands in reverse, it could be something maybe it didn't have enough planning and there needs more planning to be involved, or something didn't go the way you wanted it. It didn't go as planned. We'll see. Maybe it's both. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to adjust in order to get where you want to go. But let's see, because with the Temperance in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Devil, this could even be someone turning to substances to help cope with some disappointments in life, a little bit of numbing energy. It could just be a very strong attachment to something from the past. There's been a very strong disappointment to start off this reading, which means it's come into the reading, okay? This is your reading, it's not coming towards you, it already happened. Something didn't go the way you planned, something didn't go the way you wanted it to go, or you started something without really having a solid plan or foundation, and now you're trying to build the foundation, however it applies to you. But it was disappointing, it didn't get off the ground, and there's an element of just feeling out of balance, out of kilter, maybe even a little lost and confused, but a very strong attachment to that element. I'm hearing like Dazed and Confused, remember that movie? Maybe watch Dazed and Confused, it'll cheer you up. It's a good movie, baby. But that's the energy we start the reading in. So is there anything else we need to know or be aware of? There's the Tower, but there's the Knight of Swords. It's the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so this is notice in this she's thinking about solid foundations, right? I was just talking about solid foundations. The Tower is when the foundations are not solid. There's a crack in the Tower, that's why the Tower happened, and there's the Knight of Swords. So there's you reflecting back on this. I kind of feel some of you are mad at yourself. I got a kicking yourself in the ass energy because you didn't see something, or you didn't plan, or you didn't pay attention, or you ignored it in yourself, or, for that. It's like you feel like you could have avoided it. And then for some of you, you're just mad at what happened, right? Maybe you couldn't have avoided it. It was out of your control. It had nothing to do with you. But you're just mad because, look, right, I lost this job. I've been here 5 years. I didn't realize there was a crack here. I didn't realize I wasn't appreciated, So there's that element where you're a little bit mad or resentful still, and coming into the energy with regards to this Tower moment, this disappointment. And there could be challenges financially here with the Five and the Six of Pentacles. If we're talking about career, there could be some worries and some challenges. This is a lot of debt, a lot of money, bills paying up, bills adding up here, and just a lot of frustration. And if it doesn't apply in that way, it's just giving a lot to the negative. You're just disappointed, you're just frustrated, you're trying to let go and move forward, but you're thinking a lot about it. Okay, But here we are. We got the Fool. We got the leap of faith. We got a fresh start. We got a new beginning. What do you want to say about this Fool energy? The Knight of Cups is in, the King of Cups, is in reverse. King of Cups is upside down and inside out. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles. I keep wanting to say the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of. Why? I don't know, man. There ain't no knights on the table. Seven of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So, I do feel you're moving on. With the King of Cups in reverse and the Six of Pentacles, you're not going to worry about the money. The money's going to come when the money's meant to come. You'll be fine. You've got enough here to cover yourself. You have an emergency fund or unemployment insurance or something. It's like it'll come. You're just moving forward. For others of you, I do feel there's a very strong elements of betrayal because the cards that are witnessing and coming up in our reading, and I think you came across a taker, someone who's very selfish, right? It could have been just a boss who wasn't sharing profits, or was lying to you about something, or you weren't getting raises, not being paid enough. It could just be a partner who was putting you last, whatever, friends, family. There's an element of no more selfish people around you. It is recognizing when you're giving more, right? It's creating the balance, the equal give and take. If you're sacrificing, if you're compromising, then the other party, whether it's a company, whether it's friends, whether it's lover, needs to compromise, sacrifice, work with you. The equal give and take, right? It's principle of giving and receiving, and you're not going to tolerate that anymore. If you are giving more, if you're not being properly paid, you're going to stand up for yourself. If you find that a friend's not there for you, you're doing everything, you're going to pull yourself back. So, you could be mad at that, or you could just learn from that and recognize those traits and qualities. And make sure you're building, that equal give and take, that solid connection, friends, family, love, however it applies to you. Because there's a fresh start and a new chance to do things differently, and they want you to do things differently. Now, the Ace of Swords is in reverse. About why? Why? What are you saying? Star. What does it all mean? Just let's get the cards on the table. Well, fun. There's that moon again. What am I not seeing? There's something you're not seeing. There's something we're not seeing together, collective. Oh, we'll figure it out, Scooby-Doo. We'll figure it out. Three of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. I got two very, very distinct messages. Some of you are blaming yourself. Okay, so either you're blaming yourself for other behavior, you're blaming yourself for something you didn't see. Well, first of all, don't do that. If you made a bad choice and bad decision, if you didn't see something, you just forgive yourself and learn from that. I'm going to see what it is that wasn't seen, because it's like some of you are mad at yourself. You're mad at yourself. And you got to forgive yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Some of you, the other person here, is trying to make you feel bad, make you feel guilty, whether to get whatever it is that they want from you. And they have ulterior motives, and they want you to see that. That's what you're not seeing if it's with regards to someone else. It's not seeing their ulterior motives. It's not seeing, reading between the lines, or it's like someone saying that they love you, but then they don't call you for 5 days. I don't know. The person probably doesn't love you very much if they don't call you for 5 days, and you're supposed to be married, right? It's seeing another person's intentions and trusting the energy that you get. Now, if it's within, let me understand, because with the Ace of Swords, what are they not seeing? I feel like it's what you want. Boundaries. Oh, you're not setting boundaries. The Knight of Swords. It's setting healthier boundaries, whether it's within or without, with yourself or with other people. So if someone crossed your boundaries, crossed the line, if you didn't set boundaries for yourself or for someone else, it's just set those boundaries in the future. See where they need to be set. So it's seeing where someone took advantage of you. It's seeing where it wasn't that equal give and take. It was seeing, they haven't given me a raise at this company in 3 years. They're probably not going to give me one. It's seeing that and not ignoring it, which means you may have ignored it. You may have overlooked it. You may have not trusted your gut, and don't ignore it. Make sure you see and accept that. That's what they want. Hope that makes sense. That's what I got there, baby. Because the Three of Wands is what you want. So it's just turning your back on that, and in the sense of, instead of holding back or being mad or feeling guilty, it's just learning from that. There's people who will try to make you feel guilty to get what they want. All right, that's them. Just do your thing. They ain't gonna make you feel guilty no more. you're going to do your thing. So it's just turning your back on that, learning from that, and moving forward towards your goals. That's the whole thing here. Making sure that that foundation's strong, that it's principle of giving and receiving. So it tells me it was out of whack in some form. And usually when I say that, you were giving more and you got hurt. So it's just paying attention to that and making sure that it's that equal give and take, and creating those healthy boundaries within and without as you move forward. Because there's like a fresh start. You have a chance to do it differently now. And they want you to see that, and they want you to do that differently. Okay, that is the energy around you right now. Is there anything else you want to say about that Three of Wands? Yeah. Anything else with the Three of Wands? King of Cups. Three of Cups. The Moon. There's the Queen of Cups. What you don't see coming here. This is like a what you don't see coming style. Okay, what you don't... Page of Swords. What you learning? What's this Page of Swords? The person's coming back. If it's not the same person, it's an archetype, and you're looping here because you gotta set the boundaries with this archetype or this experience. So it's kind of like it's in the way. You're doing the 100-meter dash, but you got a hurdle right in the middle of your 100 meters, and that hurdle is not allowing people to take advantage of you. Excuse me. What the heck? My throat chakras got really scratchy. It might be very hard to stand up for yourself, or very hard to say no, or very hard to accept that, not everybody has a kind heart. So what's coming, it is a don't see coming. What you don't see coming is either a past person or it's an archetype. If it's not the same person, the energy will feel the same to a reader like myself. They want you to see, because your intuition's going to tell you something. They're going to do something like, this person's using me, or they're not going to be there the way that you are there for them. They're not going to be the friend to you that you are to them, and they want you to see that. You don't have to burn bridges. Sometimes you do. Maybe keep them as an acquaintance, pull your energy back, don't talk to them. But the message here is what's about to come is to make that boundary clear. Because a lot of people will push the boundaries, but they'll respect them when you give them. You might be afraid that they won't respect it. And if they don't, then they're not meant to be in your life. Those who are meant to be in your life, those who are kind and respectful, will respect your boundaries because they themselves will have the same boundaries. So that test is coming towards you. So get yourself ready for that, because this is a foundation within yourself, and this moon energy is here. And I just feel like until you can set those boundaries and make that very clear, whether it's with the job, friends, family, lover, however it is, no more will anyone take advantage of you. You're going to make things balanced and fair. And that's what we have here. So let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. And then we'll come in and we'll see how that goes, how you handle it, how you deal with it, how it plays out for you. So let's see what you need to surrender to when this person, place, or thing, this noun comes through to try and maybe take advantage of you a little bit. Your addictions, okay? Whether you're addicted to substances, people, food, sex, overworking, overthinking, take action to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives, okay? And so it's kind of not falling into those old patterns, right? Someone comes in and they're taking advantage of you. It's just changing the way that you're reacting to that and dealing with that. I feel like there's a, I just feel like someone might shut off. And it could be a specific or a general message. When I say shut off, you might get really shy, or you might get really uncomfortable, or you might just let someone walk all over you because you're not, it's that type of energy. It's just what I feel when I don't know. And that is hard to overcome, and it takes practice. So have patience with yourself as you're learning to do that, if that's your message. What's the Akashic Record message? We have a few. Oh, we got ourselves a couple. Hold on a second here. We have innovation. So constant innovation means not being satisfied with the status quo and being willing to try new methods and ideas. Whether at work or in life, innovation can bring new opportunities and surprises. It can make you stand out from the competition or make your life more convenient and interesting. Okay. Message number 2, let go. Let go of what no longer serves you. Stop holding on to grudges, express your emotions, and aim towards a compromise. Where there's a lack of understanding, sometimes it's best to move on because the truth will set you free. And we have a little bit of an opportunity here. Opportunity comes to those who are prepared. always be prepared. And when you get the opportunity, be brave enough to grab it. And it will open up so many new more possibilities. Be willing to see, be ready to accept. Because you don't want to refuse your gift or refuse your blessing because you don't see it. You always want to be prepared to accept it, in my opinion. All right, let's do it. Let's get down to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there's always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are in a month. Let's go to the middle of December. Well, yeah. Wow. We're coming to the middle of November, so let's go to the middle of December 2025. Let's see how this plays out. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Ooh, okay. What's that sentiment there? We have the Fool in reverse. Yeah, we have the Five of Wands. Okay. Ooh, shit, I see clearly what's going on. There's the Three of Pentacles, but it's all good, baby. And the Moon is in reverse. Okay. There's the Ace of Cups. There's the Six of Wands. Hallelujah. Two of Swords. You block, motherfucker. You block, bitch. All right. I see exactly what has happened and what's gone on. See, the thing is, you didn't want to. It's like that Taylor Swift song, like, I don't remember how it goes, but like, look what you made me do. Ooh, look what you made me do. You made me cut you off. You made me stop talking to you. You couldn't respect me. You couldn't just treat me as an equal, as a partner, as a friend, as a coworker, you couldn't. You treated me like I was a fool. You treated me like I was stupid. You treated me like I didn't deserve anything better because you thought you could. No more shall you treat me that way. There's you standing up for yourself. Now, this particular person, this experience, whoever this person was, didn't expect it. The Moon's in reverse. They did not ever think that you would stand up for yourself, or that you would say no, or that they couldn't do whatever they were doing to you. There was someone definitely 100% taking advantage of you, taking you for granted, taking your kind heart, and just, you give them an inch, they take 20,000 miles. And this is you kind of having an argument with them, standing up for yourself and saying, I respect myself, and I don't like the way you're treating me. They didn't see it. They didn't expect it. The Moon's in reverse. So like I said, they really felt like you would just never do it, but you did. And it feels good. And I actually think you stopped talking to them. Whether it's permanent or just temporary, you're definitely not talking to this person. You left them out in the cold. So, whether it's a family member, friend, whoever they are, maybe you will in the future. But at this part in the reading in December here, you're not talking to them. That's what you need to do. You need to move forward with friends who help you out. Look at the hand coming out in the Ace of Cups, right? Like friends who reach out, friends who help out. They don't just call you when they want something. Sometimes they call you to say, hey, what's going on? How are you doing? What's going on in your life? You need help. They're there for you. So you're giving your attention to moving forward to those that are equal, those that are balanced. I do feel this person was a little shocked and not expecting that. I do feel you're not talking to them. I do feel there was an argument. So sometimes when people aren't expecting you to behave in a certain way, they don't always react in the right way. So prepare yourself for that a little bit, because this type of person you're dealing with might be very good at being mean. Assholes are assholes, and they're good at doing it. So just be prepared for that. But like I said, you're moving forward in a very respective manner, focusing on those that are there for you. This person's no longer here. You're going to continue to build foundations that are solid with the people, places, and things in your life. And I get a piece in it. I think it's this piece that's giving it to me where you're not flustered by it. You're not upset by it, right? You might be that type of person that gets flustered and upset by confrontation or by arguments or by not making everybody happy, or when everybody, the thought of someone being mad at you, and that's okay, but you're not flustered. So it's like you're fed up, you're done, right? The universe, it puts you so hard that you just had to let it go and you don't care anymore. And then when you learn to kind of care more about yourself and you don't necessarily care about them and how, well, you're just prioritizing your mental health and people who respect you. Let me say that. You're not worrying about those who don't respect you. And I like that energy. So you're not flustered. You're not upset. It wasn't like really difficult and can take you a couple months to get over it. But it definitely was not expected by them. They didn't see it coming. And they can't take advantage of you anymore. That's what I have. That's what I got. And that's where you are in a month. I feel like I'm not saying something, or is there something... use this as motivation. Okay. That's what I wasn't saying. The Seven of Wands is here. And there's the Page of Pentacles. So whatever this is, whether it's, a career, they're short paying you, treating you like crap, or, cutting your hours, whether it's a lover, friend, family, however it applies to you. They want you to use it as motivation. The Seven of Wands is here. You can use this to get you down. You can use this to feel sorry for them, sorry for yourself, feel bad, feel sad, or you just use it as motivation to recognize those imprints, those energy imprints, and to not let it stop you, not let it distract you, not let it get in your way. The Seven of Wands is a challenging card because we can sometimes get in our own way with our own thoughts, our own habits, our own patterns, the way we let others treat us, the way we treat ourselves. Sometimes we can stop ourselves from living our fullest potential. And usually it's because of a way that an experience made us feel. It puts us in a shell. It makes us go inside. And this is using that as motivation, that feeling, that experience, that determination, and that lesson to bring in what it is that you want. Don't let it stop you. Use it as motivation and more determination. That's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. So I sure hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated and benefited you. And as always, if you liked your reading, if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe. It does help my channel to grow. Thank you. I always appreciate your support. And let's close your reading off today with the final message, baby. What is the final message here for the collective? What do we have? Okay. If you feel burnout setting in, if you feel demoralized and exhausted, it is best for the sake of everyone to withdraw yourself. So walk to your favorite coffee shop for an afternoon pick-me-up or brew a cup of tea as you take a few minutes to reflect and to recharge. That's what I have. I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.